Earlier this month in August, we attended the Homesteading Life Conference in Hannibal, Missouri. While we were there, one of the classes we attended was on strokes and heart attack, debunking the myths and what you should know about them. During the conference, we had the privilege of talking with Gary from Off-Road Doug and Stacy. He is the friend who's been helping Doug build his mom's cabin. He wanted to go ahead and share his stroke survival story and gave us the okay to go ahead and share with you all. That will cause some certain symptoms. You could have like disorientation. One side of your body might not be working. Do you want to chat about your experience with that, Gary?
Come up here.
Yeah, come on up. He just had, well, you guys kind of know.
I guess many
Just
people might know Gary, the guy's been helping Doug out.
Yeah. He just had this, and
Back in January, I had a stroke. I woke up like 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't feeling right, slight headache. And so after I'm gonna take some Advil, right hand to grab a glass, whatever, out of the cupboard. I could not pick it up with my right hand at all. I thought, well, maybe I still done it wrong with the sleep. Got my water, took some Advil, crawled back in bed. And anyway, the next morning, I still wasn't feeling right. I couldn't really talk. I had a hard time walking. My right arm, I could use it, but barely. Did some running around, and I got something's going on. Went back home, got on the internet, symptoms, stroke. So I drove to our store their wife was at, and I said, I think I had a stroke last night. So she got us to the hospital. Of course, I got to the hospital and had me hooked up to every darn machine there was, and IVs and injected with medicine. But yeah, I had a stroke in January. I was very fortunate. The following day, I woke up, I was fine.
wow, a TIA.
I mean, my right face was drooping really bad, but the next morning, that's the only thing the doctor was able to tell, that my face was still drooping a little bit, but my strength in my arm came back, and the strength in my leg came back.
And your speech was going.
Yeah, I could talk. The first day, Doug was calling me up about every 3 or 4 hours to see if I'm gonna die or not. But anyway, he was teasing like, I'm trying to talk on a phone. He was like, you've been drinking or something, but he just gave me a hard time like he always does, which I really appreciated. But no, I mean, yeah, my speech was gone. But no, I had the symptoms. Actually, I was just ignoring it. I thought, well, maybe something is there, but I don't know. I guess I'm a guy who don't want to admit to it, or I don't want to fool with it. So yeah, anyway, I got better. Oh, you got to do a heart monitor for 90 days and a bunch of other stuff. And I said, I'm not doing any of this. I said, the reason why I'm here, I'll be honest with you guys, the reason I was there is my crappy lifestyle. I would drink 1 to 2 pots of coffee a day. And I'm talking 4 to 6 scoops of coffee in there. I might drink a Gatorade or 2 in an afternoon if it's a little bit hot. I would once a month maybe drink a glass of water. I would switch over the beer in the afternoon and drink beer from the afternoon to the time I went to bed. That was my daily routine. And that's what really caused my problems. I was totally dehydrated. They couldn't draw blood out of me. My blood was so thick, I was washing my tube. It was just barely going inside there, and it was all just super thick. Well, there's something wrong right there, and then like you said, blood thinners, and then, anyway, long story short, we got back home. Stacy's on the phone talking to Marge. As soon as I walk in the door, and this is what Gary's got to do, blah, blah, blah. She went down the whole list. The number one thing was to hydrate. Cut back on the caffeine, cut back on the alcohol. And so, I still do drink some, nothing like I never did. I do drink a pot of coffee, but it's 2 scoops and that's it. It's a lot weaker than what it was. And so I probably should make it even weaker than what it is now, but I got to get used to it.
Baby steps.
It is baby steps.
He
Yeah.
does drink a half a gallon of water or more a day.
You notice that big soda cup that's in my hand all the time. I do what she just said. I'm constantly walking around, it's always in my hand, and I sip on it. And when it's empty, I fill it back up. I don't gulp it down. Unless I'm out working and I'm really totally dehydrated and drenched, I will empty that thing out, I said, but you can't tell me the reason why I'm here is because I live a crappy lifestyle. He says, your coffee, your drinking, and your smoking, he says, this caused this whole problem. He can't tell me that. He has to tell me all the blood thinners and the cholesterol medicines. He said my cholesterol is 210. It's high, I need cholesterol medicine. And I laughed. I said 20 years ago it was 210. It's never changed. I said, I don't think I have a cholesterol problem. He said, by the medical association, you got to get on statin drugs. My mom took statin drugs for years. She died of dementia. And I firmly believe the statins did that to her. So,
At least contributed to it.
yeah, so that's my life story. I'm sticking to it.